how and why you magnetize that to yourself, because you cannot dismiss that all of these experiences are divine, because they're all ushering you into a higher vibration. And that's what you have to understand. That's why it's very important that you don't get stuck. And if you get in a situation because you're vibrating at a lower rate and you get stuck there, then you can't ever actualize all the things that are waiting for you, because you attached onto it. You got hooked into that. That's what happens to people when they're depressed. Okay, that's what happens to people who are walking around angry. They're stuck, and they're therefore at that vibratory rate. And everything that vibratory rate magnetizes to itself, you're going to get. So I always say that you have 3 minutes to be stuck, and then you have to move on. Okay. Okay.
You know, this is how it's been since we started. I promise. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. To add to that, that if you think, since the Creator is closer to us than our jugular vein.
Right.
Okay?
Literally.
Anybody doubt that?
Literally.
Okay. Then if you think the good thought, desire, broken down D-E-of, sire, who?
To bring forth.
Sire, S-I-R-E, is defined as father.
Okay, right.
Sire, of the Father. So if you desire the good, if you desire the change, the evolution, the raising of the frequency, that is a prayer to the universe. It will happen. Believe it.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Right now we desire for you all to have lunch. And all we ask is that you don't eat it in the auditorium. So it's all prepared for you. You can go out, we have tables to the right, or you can go out into the lobby, the beautiful sunroof, and just kind of prepare for their part two. Okay, with that, part two of this divine experience. We're bringing to you the different elements of healing, okay? Because it's the times that we are living in are so complex that we're striving to bring you that spiritual, mental, emotional, physical information and everything in one moment, because that's how crucial it is, and that's how many things about us need to be addressed. So I'm going to just bring the beloved Dr. Jules back to you to share the importance of dance and African dance and how that fits in with this total sexual experience and healing of the energy. So, without further ado, Dr. Jules Pookrum and Wayne Wright.
Boy, I hope everyone enjoyed their lunch. It was very nice. So we have an opportunity to do more communing. And again, one of the things I said that was so wonderful about melanin is that melanin captures all frequencies of light: sound, color, radio waves, TV waves, etc. And as you know, depending upon the frequency of the color or the sound, actually produces something known as heat, but also it modulates the life force energy. So I was doing some research with a friend of mine, and there was a question asked as to, it was kind of like a biblical statement, and I can't recall right now what book in the Bible this was. I don't know if it was Matthew's or some book in the Bible, but it was Jesus Christ that was teaching a sermon on the Mount, and he was telling the people about if a person asks you who you are, what to tell them. If a person asks you where you came from, what to tell them. And then he said that if a person asks you what the sign is of your Father, tell them that it is a rhythm. Should I say, tell them that it is a movement and a rest. And so I don't know if you remember that or not, but that is actually the whole universal movement of energy. It is a movement and it is a rest. And if you notice that, that's actually how you live your lives out. It's a movement and it's a rest. It's an understanding of when you move and when you rest, when you're actually to rest and to move, and to how fast to move and how slow. And so dance is actually the embodiment of actually how the energies in the universe move and how they work. And this is actually what we experience when we do this. And depending upon what frequencies we're able to resonate with determines our movement and our rest phases. So, again, for us to begin to come into the awareness of who we are, we get a chance to do some moving and some resting. So we have a wonderful group here. And I'm going to let the founder of the dance group share with us.
I want to have my sister do a little for us today, and then I'm going to speak a little bit later.
All right, this is my favorite dance company, From the Spirit of Africa Society. Please give them a round of applause. I'm Maya Sanko, and I'm with Dye Associates, and we try to keep in mind with healing, and this form of dance is folkloric. That means it's very old, 13th century, old Mali Empire dancing. And this dancing was done for us to take care of ourselves. So you're going to get a demonstration today of a couple of the very powerful and very old dances, Babas and Katulaube.